Trying to get it plumb and square every which way before I weld it. Well, hi guys and gals, it's me George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and I told you I wasn't going to bring you back until I had it pretty well all done. Well, it's very close. I was just finishing up putting in one of my bolts. I got to drill the other one over here to hold my carrier bearing. And you know, it's been a comedy of errors lately around here at the Goofy Shop. And you knew about the bandsaw breaking. You see my weld there? Yeah, I ran out of gas when I started welding on this wrench. I got the bottom side inside welded on the column to the base. That's fine. And I have drilled this pin out so it goes all the way down through. That's fine. And like I said, I was just drilling this piece here. Get that bolted in, that's fine. Of course, I still have to do this bracket here, which will actually hold the steering box down and solid, because right now the reason I have the bungee cord up there is without that bracket there, the steering box can move back and forth, you know? Take a deep breath, smile, because George made a huge mistake, oversight. I thought that I had checked the direction of travel for the steering box, but I want you to notice something. Now I'm going to set you up on the tire here on the back of the Goofy cart. And I want you to watch the steering wheel and watch the front wheel at the same time. Notice I'm turning the steering wheel to the right. But what direction is the front wheel going? They're turning to the left. And when I turn to the left, the front wheels are turning to the right. Everything is backwards. Oh no. Oh. So, we got to go back to the drawing board again. I mean, this is all coming out very nice. And I made I have it so I have a quick release down, well, not a quick release, but an Allen set screw that goes into a slot that's already in the shaft on the steering box that I can access through this hole I put in here. See that right there? Yeah. So I can actually unhook that from the steering box, and up here on the steering quick release, whoa, let me take the quick release off. I drilled that through and put a bolt on there so I can remove this, take this piece off, then the whole column would come off and the steering shaft would still be in place. And I got my adapter plate all machined down so it looks pretty cool. But now what am I going to do? Oh, George. So there are solutions to the problem. Let me walk back around to the other side. The simplest solution would be to take my pitman arm and flip it up, and that would solve my problem for left and right turn. But there's another issue. Hold on to your hat. Now the problem is, if I take this off and rotate it up, my steering drag link is going to go right across the top of where my foot goes. It would probably interfere with my brake pedal shaft. It might interfere with the exhaust. I can make some bends in it to make it squirrel around. But the biggest deal is, am I going to be able to get my leg to curl down in there? I suppose if I made this go straight until it got here and maybe past the brake pedal and then curl out and connect on to my, what's the word? Can't think of it. Come on, cough it up, George. I can't think of it. Pitman arm? No, that's not the Pitman arm. This is the Pitman arm back here. But we'll see what we shall see. Hold on to your hats. It's just the comedy of errors. Well, we're sitting in the cockpit and I have the steering wheel approximately where it would go. And I have flipped my Pitman arm over. And as you can see, it fits. It clears everything all the way up to the front, clears the exhaust, runs in between the exhaust and the brake pedal. See that? But the problem is, it doesn't clear my foot. I can't get to the brake pedal at all. There are two possible solutions. It's really tight on the foot. When I turn it this way, it comes in tight against my leg, and my foot, I should say. When I turn it to the left, it wants to go into the back of my ankle, which that's not cool. So there are two possibilities that I'm thinking of to resolve this issue. One is I could move my brake pedal and put it back here and have a brake handle, manual brake handle. You know, I'd have my shifter on the right and my brake on the left. But that's not cool because sometimes you need both hands when you're steering. But my other solution that I'm thinking about is I can extend this part of my Pitman arm out further. If I put another bearing right down in here, and if I moved it out here far enough so that it would clear the outside of the exhaust pipe, then it would have a straight shot up front, I think, and it would give me room to get my foot in there and be able to work the brake pedal still. That's what I'm thinking of doing at the moment. I have another pillow block just like that one. Wonder what I did with it. Hold on to your hats. More problem solving ahead. Who would have thunk? Okay, a quick update. This is where we're headed. I have bent my Pitman arm here, and I have also bent my drag link, for better or for worse. And I have moved my pivot point in one notch out here. And we'll see how that works. If I could even come in one more. We'll see how it works with our steering geometry and also with our ratio, because the length of this and the length of that also affect our steering ratio. It does work. Hold on to your hats.